Hey, good morning, No Further Trek, Shimei. How you doing? It's Saturday. Yeah, we're here doing a little show. Oh my word! Ah, bum, bum, bum. Let's see what we got. What we got going over here. Do 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 do. All right. How's everybody doing this morning? Tasmod, Roy, and Becky. The Doxy's here. Noreen is here. How are you doing? uh, no, a beautiful day here. It's really rather chilly, I'll tell you. Yeah, it's kind of chilly here. Hey, everybody, it's Dave. There's Crotchy. You can just barely see him. Camo, Dave. Hey, everybody, it's Dave. I don't know. That's what I'm supposed to tell me. Hey, MJC. Good morning, everybody. My beard, every time I wake up, my beard's always like this. It's like this. It's like what's in the cup? PG Tips tea. Send me money. That's right. Oh yeah. We had a frost warning here last night. Yeah, for mid-May. That's kind of crazy. Hey Janice, how are you? The sun. Yes. I saw the same thing, Noreen. The sun. I'm like this. As long as it's a sunny day, I'm okay. As long as it's a sunny day, I'm okay. He's delivering pizzas. Send me money. No, we're not the 80s today. We'll be lucky to hit 65, I think, today, they said. It's really chilly here on the East Coast. In fact, I think some parts of Pennsylvania, New York, and New England had actually some snow yesterday. Janice, you got to send me your address again. I know it's Havana, right? Havana, Florida. You got to send me your address. I'll send you your pencil. I say I need to do it, and then I can't find your address. Go to camodave.gmx.com. Send me an email saying, send me my pencil. Here's my address. All right. And I will do that. So I say, I got to send Janice a pencil. Now, where did I put her address? I don't know. I can't. And then I lose my ADHD kicks in. And I'm like, the best way to get me to do something is continuously remind me on camodave.gmx.com. Okay. Because otherwise I'm going to forget. If you put it in the comments here, I'll probably forget. I do have a notepad here. So I have a notepad. So anybody, okay, yeah, I've got to write that down here. Janice Lala needs her pencil. Okay. Did you hear about the NH8 player who get made fun of, whose wives secretly on Instagram? No, Brad, I haven't heard that. New Normatic, could be cold tonight, Dave. You have to cuddle with Crotchy. This building here, when the sun is out, we have no problem with cold, okay? In fact, during the winter, the sun comes in at a lower angle. It comes right in the window, and we have we have to run the air conditioner. PJ PayPal Dave. All right, there. That's cool. Anyway, Camo Rave there. How is everybody doing this morning? What? Dave Sy working today? Who's that? What? Dave Sy? Dave S.Y.? Oh, yeah. Shimei wants her pencil too, right? Shimei pencil. I got to get those pencils in the mail. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you put a pencil in a regular envelope, you have to put more stamps on it, don't you? Because it's thick or something. I don't know. I'll figure that out. I got to figure out how much it costs to mail a pencil. But Shimei, do the same thing. Everybody do the same thing. If you want your pencil, send me an email, send me your address, okay? And then I will see it and write it down. Yes. Oh no, Roy Horn from Siegfried and Roy. I don't know. It just seems like everybody, everybody who passes away right now, it's all because of that. There was the guy, I forget his name. He was with a band called the Stranglers in England, and he passed away. He was actually in the hospital because he had a heart problem, and then he got the V at the hospital, and then he passed away. So they claimed the V killed him. I don't know. Who knows? Hey, Frank Costello. Okay, one stamp to mail a pencil. I don't know. Okay, I'll wrap it up in like tissue paper. Noreen wants a pencil. Okay, let's see. A Noreen pencil. So we got to mail out 3 pencils. I could do that. I got some stamps. I got a whole bunch of books of Christmas stamps. As I said the other day, I went to the CVS to buy some stamps, and all they had was Christmas stamps. I said, they'll work. It doesn't have to be Christmas for your Christmas stamps to work, right? Send me $1 for the pencil. All right, thank you. I think I can afford that, Shamay. You've been such a nice person here. Yeah, mail me a list. That's good. Noreen. Do that. Barb put together a list of some of the addresses of folks, and some of them need to be updated, and I need to sit down. I know Doc Sayer thinks I just sit here all day and do nothing, but I've been busy. I've been working on my website and everything. So, hey, Polly Petal. Hi, everyone. It's Saturday Garden Drinking Peach Schnapps. It's 2:35 in the UK. All right. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, MJC. I don't know. As I've said this many times before. You get bombarded with so much stuff. It's serious. It's not serious. It's this and that. You watch Just Incredible, and he's basically just saying it's just like any old flu, and I just batted it away because I have a good immune system. Well, great for Justin, but what if you're not? What if you've got issues? What if you've got underlying problems? And that it is true with every flu virus. It's true with a cold, that if you have underlying symptoms, if you have underlying medical condition, if you have older, it can be nasty. A cold can do that to people, and I don't know. I think the thing about this particular V is the fact that it's just so easily contagious. It just spreads. And part of the reason is because so many people are not terribly ill with it. It's just, for 80% of the people that get it, particularly if you're young and healthy, you don't even know you have it, and then it spreads, Barb has the list because of the Christmas card. Yes, I do. She sent me a copy of the list. I do have the list there. So I will go through. So Janice, Shamay, and Noreen, pencil. Hey, Frank, how are you doing? Frank Petrulak. Hi from Canada. I was watching Wanderlust. I was watching Heatseeker Bus the other day, and he was snowing up there in Ontario. Oh, Frank Costello in Utica, New York got an inch of snow too. I saw that on the weather. Yeah, it was like big. It was white blobs all over. Normally get. Yeah. I think a lot of us live vicariously through a lot of the nomads. I've heard everything. I have heard a good immune system is bad for you, and a bad immune system is bad for you. All right, now I'm writing this down. Thank you, Squeaky RV Sales. Okay, so I will make a note of everybody. Thank you. I don't know. This is a T-shirt I got at the thrift store. I picked it up. What is it called? Grunt style or something like that. I don't know. I just liked it. I like the color. Everybody says now I should wear darker shirts because it makes me, I don't know, the beard looks better with a darker shirt. Is Noreen buffering? I'm not getting any messages here. I think I'm doing okay. Must be your internet. I usually drink 1 part peach schnapps, 1 part vodka, and the rest is OJ. That sounds actually very good, Briar. I don't think I've ever had peach schnapps. I've lived 62 years, and I don't think I've ever had a peach schnapps, not knowing. 10% lemonade, put cranberry juice in the fridge, ready for gin later. Yeah, I do a lot of cranberry vodka mixes, various cranberry mango, cranberry lemonade. I love that. Darker is slimming. Thank you. I don't know. Do you see what I see? I don't know. You know, the buffering can be in many places. It can be on my end, it can be in the middle, and it can be on your end. And right now, usually when I get problems on my end, I'll see little messages saying your internet connection is unstable. But at the moment, I'm doing all right. I don't know. Are you having problems too? I'm not. I'm looking. I'm not getting any messages here, so I don't know. You know, we can always start it again. Yeah, fuzzy navel. Brian, that's right. The Doxinator promised to buy me a fuzzy navel, and he never did. I want a fuzzy navel. Brian Howe from Bad Company. Did he pass away too? Is that because of the V? I don't know. Man. So, yeah, I had missed that. One of the things I really, really, really loved about living in Athens, Georgia last summer was all the thrift stores that they have. One, you know, America's thrift store, America, whatever it is, this old grocery store, a huge grocery that closed, and they turned it into a thrift store. And they had a whole section for just camo, and I really liked that. That was a great place. Yeah, I don't know. Let me check here. I'm not buffering on my end. I don't know. Maybe it's something in YouTube. Let me check. Let me check. Buffering. Yeah, everybody's buffering now. I'm not buffering. That's weird. I'm not buffering here. That's weird. I don't know, man. Buffering. I'm getting, you know, I can, Yeah, it's funny. I'm not buffering going out, but I'm buffering coming in. I don't know. Like 14.4 modem, right? You remember the old days? You remember the old days of computers when you had those dial-up modems, you know? And I remember. Anyway, yeah, it was like, yeah, Frank's buffering now. Oh, the buffering's giving you a headache. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking. I'm monitoring the signal coming back in here, and right now I'm okay. I did America Online. I did remember America Online. Everywhere you go, you got those stupid DVDs, those CDs or whatever. Good Lord. I do remember CompuServe. I remember I had a couple online services. I think there was one in Washington called Glib. You know, you dial in and then it would just be text messages and then you meet people. Oh, yeah. That's right. You get on a web. Yeah, that's exactly right. I did what did I do? I had an old XP computer the other day and I fired it up and it took like one web page took like 10 minutes to load. Well, thank you, Melina. Wow. Thank you, Melina. That is very nice of you. We're going to do if the internet stays up, the streaming will do. I want to do a little shout out to a bunch of people today. I got to do a shout out here. Hold on. I want to do a shout out to Tim, Teresa, and Jonathan Martin there in Youngstown, Ohio. I was talking the other day about how I did not have like backup battery radio. So they sent me this really cool little radio here. It has a solar panel thing on the top. It has a USB connector on the side, and then on the back it has a crank, and you can turn it on and you can listen. It's like a little emergency radio. It is really neat. Let's see here. Let me see if I can turn it on here. Okay, AM, FM.
Tonight, mostly clear. Patchy frost after midnight. Lows in the lower 30s.
Patchy frost after midnight.
5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunday, patchy frost in the morning.
Anyway, it's got FM radio on here. It's got AM radio. It's got a flashy light. 5 to 10 miles. Mostly clear. Lows in the lower 40s. But I want to thank the people. This is really cool. They sent me this a couple weeks ago. Thank you so much, Tim, Teresa, and Jonathan. That was very nice. They've sent me some really nice stuff. I also want to thank. Hold on a sec here. I want to thank Betty Smith. Betty Smith in Minnesota sent me a very nice card and a few bucks. She says, "I never miss your 2 Camo Day videos plus any others. Thanks for watching the Nomads. so we don't have to. Here's some beverage money. So yeah, this radio is very cool. Oh yeah, we've been having a lot of power outages lately. I don't know. It's just it goes out in the middle of the day, and all of a sudden I'm just doing a video, and then all of a sudden saw that I did a video. I popped the video up this morning. Jamie there said he's going to hunker down in the Appalachians, which isn't far from here. I mean, technically the Appalachian Mountains go away from Georgia to Maine, so I don't know. Maybe he'll be near me. North Carolina. I should become a prepper. Yeah. I don't know, buffer. We got more buffering. Hey, Squeaky again. Thank you. Oh man. Hey, Roland. Nice to see you here. James Rockford. Man, I can't see James Rockford. Oh, can I see him on this one? I just can't see Mr. Rockford. So anyway. Roland, you have to relay what Rockford says. Happy SaturDAVE. Did I did. I thought I did. MJC, thank you so much. Melinda Brock Cooking, thank you. And Squeaky RV Sales. Thank you all so much. Hey, Lance. Canada, we got a nice contingent from Canada there today. I don't know. Again, I watch a lot of these nomads, and I do feel what is the motto for New Hampshire? It's live free or die, right? It's not worth living unless you're living free. And I know, and I don't mean that as a suggestion to living free, Mike, but it's true. Why everybody comes to America, because we're a free country. You don't need a permit. You don't need a you can go anywhere you want pretty much. You don't have to go through police checks. When Itchy Boots drives around there, in Argentina and Chile and Bolivia, he's constantly being stopped by the cops and has to show her papers, goes into certain towns. There's police checks all over the place. Else she'd be driving and all of a sudden she has to pull over and show people papers, and they look in their papers and let her go. And the nice thing about living in America is it's free. You can, get in your car and just go from Georgia to, Oregon or Maine or Kansas or wherever. There's no, we don't have to get stopped and checked. But I do agree with a lot of folks like Jamie, their enigmatic nomadics, or Kevin, that we need to preserve our freedom. We can't become a police state. I was watching Leave Everything and Wander there, the Italian couple that went back to Italy. I mean, again, police checks everywhere. You can't have more than 2 people in a car. You have to have papers just to drive around town. You can't even go anywhere without paperwork. Everybody's so scared of everything. I don't know. I know we gotta self-distance, social distance, and I know we gotta do what we have to do, but I think we also do not need the government just locking everybody down totally. They'll just use that as an excuse to control everybody. I don't know. I'm like really, I do want to protect the old folks, the people that have immune system problems, that get really sick from this. We need to do that. At the same time, we can't just throw away all the freedoms we have, and we can't just throw everybody out of work either. There's a balance there, Hey, Mark. Hey, Brian. Hey, Valerie. You're leaving Oregon. Where are you going to go, Valerie? And again, Betty Smith. Happy SaturDAVE. Happy birthday, Betty. Wow. She sent me a card on her birthday. Holy cow. Well, thank you, Betty. That was very nice of you. I really appreciate that. Hey, Ron B. Smartphone 3. Oh. Doxy and Rockford, all nice gents too. I pretend to ignore them. I can't see. I don't know. There's been some weird stuff with this chat thing. There's certain people I just can't see. I don't know why. People say they're there and I can't see them. I don't know. I don't ignore them. Hey, Ziggy, you should reply to Jackie. What? And again, these things fly by. Jackie Nick's inquiry into your T-shirt. She wants one. I bought this at a thrift store, okay? You could probably search for this. It's called Grunt Style, and I just like it. This is kind of a cop shirt. I don't know. I just found this at a thrift store in Athens, Georgia when I was there last summer. They do have them. You can go just search Grunt Style T-shirts. Advice to all of you just learn Chinese. I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. Do I want to live in a world where I have to carry an app around? Do I want to live in, where they're going to just, everywhere I go, I have to be identified and every movement I make is tracked. And, if I go outside my house and the government has issued a clamp down, they're going to arrest me and put me in jail and fine me 3,000 euros. I don't know. I don't want to live in a world like that. Even though I don't know. We are part-time nomads. We save to travel, and we have an emergency fund at home base. Well, see, travels with doodah with trouble. You're doing it right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how people can do any kind of traveling and not have at least some sort of a little pile of money somewhere, because you're going to need it. You're going to need it. So many people just go out there figuring, I'll just work it out. I don't know. We all want our freedom, apparently, but wait. Gwen Style is apparently still in business. Okay, that's good. That's good. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. My channel is still steadily growing a little bit. I guess people like me, I'm getting out and still doing things, but being safe about it. I think everybody's doing that too. Yeah. Where's Barb? I think Barb's working today. She's often working on Saturdays. I think she said Friday and Saturday. Yeah, welcome to the Soviet Union. I don't know. I don't know. Again, they sell, give up a little bit of your privacy here and there, give up a little of your freedom here and there for the common good. We all need to do that, right? Okay, just you have privacy. Oh no, give us all your data. You want to go on this website that's free? All right, give us all your data. Let us know what products you're buying. Oh, you want the discount at the grocery store? You need the card. They monitor everything you buy, and then, it's just like, for that little bit of, there's always a plus with the minus, oh, you want to be healthy, you want to be safe from the V. Well, then, you gotta, give up some of your freedom and give a little more of your freedom. And they take it away in little increments, so you don't really notice it. And you go, well, that's good. I'm willing to trade away some of my freedom so that I can be safe from the V. And then they take a little more away from you. And now a town will require, you can't even come into our town without your little app with your health information. Oh, and now you need a little chip implanted in you that has data on so much. Gene Jones. Anyway, I don't know. Hey, it's Saturday. Dispersed camping is closed in Oregon now because people are trashing it, leaving human waste. That's, again, really, and how are they enforcing that? I don't know. It's sad. It really is sad. I don't know. What do you say? If you're going to be, and Chief Arvin Bob has said this many times, if you're going to be dispersed camping, that means going out and just camping, on BLM land or whatever. You gotta be a good tenant. You can't trash the place, because then that's what's happening. You go somewhere and you trash the place. I mean, it's like people in their vans going out into cities and trying to disperse camping or boondock, and nobody notices, but then they make a mess. They leave garbage. They leave trash. If you're going to do that, a $1,250 fine. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Nomads are sealing their own fate if they're not going to be good stewards of where they're going. That's very true. If you're going to go out and camp around on BLM land and trash the place, then you're going to get shut. You're not going to be able to camp there anymore. You're going to give away that freedom, What is it? After this, I'm over. I'm guessing 18 more months. We're going to finish traveling the lower 48, then El Salvador. El Salvador. All right. Everybody hit the thumbs up button. That's right. We've got 105 watching and 25 thumbs ups. Computer chick. And I think that's what's going on. Earth is saying, you human beings, folks, you got to start being careful and take care of my resources here. You can't trash the place. In a way, we human beings are doing that to our own campground Earth. We're trashing the place. I mean, look at the Pacific Ocean. We got to start taking care of if we're going to be, we're only tenants here. We don't own the Earth. We got to start taking care of it. And if we don't, it'll take care of us. Believe me. Nature is a mean MFer. It'll come back and whack us. Have you noticed that Trent and Allie's views have gone up since they got back to the USA? I like Trent and Allie a lot. I think they're a very engaging couple. They do nice videos. They've been smart. They have done a very nice job with their channel. They came back. They're staying with his ma there in Utah. And I enjoy them. They're kind of working in the building up, little houses and working on the vehicle. And they've managed to find a nice way to keep their channel going. So more power to them. I enjoy watching them. At least they're doing stuff. They're not just sitting there. Hi, everybody. Kansas State parks are open. Wow. Yeah, I think you're going to start. I do think there's a movement in this country right now to get things open again. And, even if it means that maybe the virus thing may not be controlled as well as it had been, I don't know. Elvis Travels was in El Salvador. What? Elvis Travels was in El Salvador. Oh, I see what you're saying, Hans. That's nasty. Yeah, Itchy Boots. I don't know. What's Itchy Boots going to do? You buffering, Frank? Frank is buffering. Hey, Lance, Dave, could you please give my channel a shout out? It's called Boondocking with Boomer. Great Dane RV Ventures is thanks, buddy. Lance, again, best way to hound me on my email, camodave@gmx.com, okay? Just send me continual reminders on there, and I will eventually write it down. I'm going to write it down, and then I'll forget where I put my list. Oh, my goodness, my car seat covers are coming. Thank you, Mark. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, my car seats are all kind of ripped up. Ellen and Lance want a shout out. Yeah. Trent is condescending to Allie. I don't think so. Janice. I never got that impression. I don't know. I've never gotten that impression. The Lion 227. Nice to see you here, Mr. Lion. Anybody here from Stormy? Has anybody heard anything from Stormy? I was looking at I like to look at my videos from a year ago, see what I was doing. And it was almost a year ago next week that I went down to Orlando for that 2.5 weeks in the mansion. And then I met Lion there at the very end of that. And I don't know. I haven't seen her popping up on YouTube. Someone said, people have said she's over there on Twitch or something, but I don't even go over there. So I don't know. But I'm curious to see how she's doing. She's another one of those people that loves Disney, and they're obviously having withdrawal from Disney withdrawal. Camo car seat. Are they camo car seat covers? Holy Moses on the mountain high above the golden calf went to see the 10 Commandments. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Mother's Day tomorrow, everybody. Yeah, my mother passed away in 2004. Craig, my doxy, lost his mother a couple years ago. So yeah, it's a sad day. I feel really sad on Mother's Day. But if your mom's still around, show her the love, okay? Because one day, you'll be glad you did that. It's Mother's Day. Well, thank you, Jackie Nix. A 6-month trip. I really hope everything gets, the lockdowns get taken down and people get back out on the road. I really think so. Well, you don't want too much carbon dioxide. It is natural. I mean, mercury and plutonium. Well, I don't know if plutonium's natural. It's probably man-made, but a lot of those nasty things are man-made, but you don't want too much of it. I mean, most of the air is nitrogen. It's right. 80%, 70-some% of the air we breathe is not even oxygen. So, and again, you don't want too much carbon dioxide, or we'll end up like Venus. It'll be 800 degrees every day. Roland and Dorzaballs. Yeah, people need to get back on the road. And I totally agree with you. Oh, Ellen's here today. Hi, Ellen. How are you? Ellen Wilson. I see you now. I'm sorry that some mornings the chat just goes so fast I can't keep track of it, okay? I'm constantly zip, 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 zip. And I do miss people on here, but just say hi a couple times and I'll see you. And if I look away for a minute or just start saying something, I just like lose it. There's more argon in the atmosphere than really glows. I have many, many mothers in my life. Wow. Most mothers were wonderful. I know some folks who are not real thrilled with their mothers, but we'll talk about that later. Philly 215, how are you doing, Shatter King? So anyway, as long as we have masks to go around and hand sanitizer, practice social distancing, common sense, we would open up more. Yeah, I do agree with that, MJC. I don't know. I think there's a number of things that we could do too with the V scare. Number one is, I think I do read that if so many people don't have health insurance and they're scared, they're going to go to the hospital and rack up incredibly high debts for their treatment, and they're delaying going, and then they die. I think that's bad. I think that that people are being scared not to go to the hospitals now. Don't come. Call the hospital before you go. Oh, look at that. Oh, what is that? Got something in my beard. I don't know. They ought to say, look, if you're not feeling well, we welcome you to the hospital. We need you to take care of yourself. It's all this kind of stuff. Don't come. Call us before you come. People are almost afraid to go to the hospital now. I don't know. Nitrogen 78, oxygen 21, argon port 93. All right. Well, I did not know that. Thank you for that information. There's more argon than carbon dioxide. If you wear those masks constantly, it can cause what? It can cause breathing issues. Yeah. I've worn a mask a couple times, and I do find that it's so hot. You can't exhale properly, and you breathe in more carbon dioxide. Give us another stimulus package. Yeah. Here in Western Australia. I'd love to go there someday. The lockdown is eased other than pubs, gyms, and nail salons. Everything is opened. Yeah, well, you have a very low population and a very big area there, so you can do that. And again, it's the same thing in the States. It depends on where you are. There are some places like New York and New Orleans and stuff that have had very bad outbreaks, and other places, where there's, it's wide open and everything seems to be pretty much back to normal. Your guy is in the hospital? Janice, is that because of the V? Is he okay? Oh, my goodness. Academy of Arts and Crafts, please sub me and say only 55, and I will sub back. Say only 55. Go to Arts and Crafts, Academy of Arts and Crafts. I wear a mask in the store or where they say you need a mask, but other than that, I don't wear it all the time. Yeah, if someone said that, what do they say? Wearing a mask in your car when you're driving alone is like putting on a condom in bed when you're alone. It's like, all right. I need a separate tablet to keep the chat enlarged that is synced to the channel. It's cheap and easy. The invisible enemy. I thought that was communism. Well, there's always politics likes to have invisible enemies. It was communism, now it's a virus, I hope nomads get back to normal also. Deb. Hey, Deb, how are you doing? I hope they show more appreciation. I hope so too. The Lion, wash. Are you washing yourself, Lion? Nurses say they get a headache of 3 hours wearing the masks. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Again, you're probably, when you exhale, it's not all getting exhaled. Some of it's bouncing back in you, and you're breathing a higher rate of carbon dioxide, and it causes you to get a headache, He had surgery on his arm, and he went to detox, so they are treating him for that. Oh, my goodness, Janice. Yeah, I was watching. Yeah, wow, that's really. I hope he's okay. Yeah, and that's another thing, Briar. Yeah, you're constantly fiddling with the mask, taking it on and off. Don't you want it? Yeah, as you say, if you're going to wear a mask, put it on, leave it on, and don't touch it. Go out, do your errands without fiddling with your mask, then come in, take it off. But if you're constantly, oh, I got to take it off, put it on, take it off, put it on, get in the car, take it off, put it on. Oh, Squeaky, another $20. Thank you. Wow. And then you got the beard, they ought to have like, a little pocket for the beard. I do that. I tuck the beard up under it like that. In fact, I got a mask I carry a mask around with me all the time now, So I pop this on, my sister made this for me. It's very nice. And I can tuck the beard up under here. Of course, you want it to do over the nose too, right? Well, see, then the beard, yeah. Anyway, it works. This is nice. I like this mask a lot. I got a couple other ones that people have sent me. But yeah, this one works nice. It's got little Star Wars on it. It kind of this kind of goes with the shirt, right? It kind of matches. Or if I don't want to look like a nerd, I'll flip it around. It's one of those, dual sides. So I do the other side. So if I don't want to look like a Star Wars nerd, do this way. But this fits very nicely. Yeah, so that's right. See, I should draw like a big smiley face on this. Then it's like, or a frowny face, depending on what mood I'm in. Or I can just wear it either way. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm not happy. I don't know, man. Travels with Duda. Don't sub to us. We just do YouTube for fun, and we don't have PayPal. Somebody actually said, don't sub. I can shave the beard all the time. I'm not shaving the damn beard. Is Squeaky trolling? Wake up, wake up, wake up, and look around. We're lost in space, and this time is our own. Yeah, a lot of the hospital smartphone are opening back up again for other stuff, like elective surgeries, which is good, we are taking slow little steps back to what we used to know as normalcy. I mean, here in North Carolina now, regular stores can reopen. It used to be you had to be like priority thing. You had to be like, only Walmarts, grocery stores, certain kinds of stores could stay open. Now that clothing stores and thrift stores and everybody else can also reopen, but they have to do the social distancing. What are we getting? Song lyrics here? Shaved. I said that. I've said that, Carla. I said someone wants to give me $1,000 cash. I'll shave the beard off. I've had this beard since 1979. I grew it the senior year of college, and I would sometimes like to see what I look like without it. It would be kind of fun, And I often thought about growing back a full beard and kind of just starting from scratch again. I wouldn't mind doing that. For $1,000, I'll shave it off. I'll shave it off right on camera. Now it can't be, I have to get, I don't want it in a check that can bounce, and even a PayPal can be retracted. So you got to send me like cash. Dave, can you send me some money or some whiskey? You're on lockdown. The Lion 227. Oh no. Yeah. Well, at least our liquor stores here in North Carolina are still open. They didn't close those. We can still go by and buy booze. I don't know, man. Oh my goodness. That's awful, UCIC. Don't shave it unless someone pays up. Yeah, I know. I want to get paid up. So anyway, let's see. So I got that. I got the cool radio. Again, thank you very much to the folks there in Ohio. Who is that again? That is Tim, Teresa, and Jonathan Martin from Ohio. Thank you for the little battery-powered crank radio. I also ordered a radio, which is there, that I ordered from eBay. I got a $20, $30 radio with a battery in it. So I got that. So I got a couple battery things. I got some battery lights because our power does go out here a lot. And, so I just wanted to, be prepared. And plus I have a room here with no windows in it. So it's nice to have that kind of stuff, Little Richard? Did Little Richard pass away? I thought he was already gone. Let me see. Some people like to tell me things, and I have to Let's see, Little Richard. Good golly, Miss Molly. Yeah, you're right. Little Richard, founding father of rock music, broke musical barrel, dead at 87. Wow, I honestly, if you had asked me a question, is he already gone? I would have said yes. Tutti Frutti, good golly, Miss Molly. Yeah, that's really sad. Yeah. Says the cause of death was unknown. Well, of course, if you die right now, you're going to be, the V got you, right? I was never a big fan of, I'm not, he's not really I never bought any of his music. Died a while ago. Little Richard died a while ago. Hold on. I'm looking at the date on this. May 9th, 2020, Little Richard, dead at 87. So that is new. Get a new car radio. You can get one with AM, FM, Bluetooth around $35. Yeah. Well, the radio, I don't know. Then it's putting it in. That's the problem I would have. The buying, it's the easy part. Trying to get I have no mechanical aptitude for stuff like that. Yeah, May 9th, 2020. What's today? May 9th, he died today, right? Well, condolences to Little Richard. I do remember him, yeah. Okay, now we're getting connection unstable. God. I love doing YouTube chats. Just arrived at Camelot. Greetings from fellow knights of the Zepp table. Get a dash mount for your camera. Yeah. I'm not going to really be doing that much videoing in the car. I'm just kind of going crazy. When Valerie from Oregon leaves, I will light up the PayPal. What? I don't know. My friend and I, my college roommate and I, he lives in Virginia, and we were into a lot of music back in the 80s and stuff. And, stuff like U2 and New Order and Depeche Mode. And we liked all that kind of music, and Eurythmics, Flock of Seagulls, Human League. We were into that music. And it's like there isn't a week that goes by that one of those musicians from that era has passed away. So-and-so who played whatever bass in the Stranglers passed away. They're 80 some years old. They're 70 some years old. It is showing us that, when your contemporaries, your music contemporaries are all starting to pass away, you will pay for the dash mount. Okay, well, the stores are reopening, so I will see if I can find a dash mount. Much love, Noreen. Aww. The singer from Bad Company. Yeah, I saw that. I love the Smiths. That's right. The Smiths. That's right. Yeah, Echo and the Bunnymen. Oh, who are all those old bands? I don't know. Paul McCartney. Yeah. I love the Beatles when they were the Beatles. I did like the Beatles when they broke up for a while. I really liked John Lennon's solo stuff, George Harrison's stuff, All Things Was Past. That was great. And I even liked a lot of Paul McCartney, Band on the Run. Ringo had a couple of Photograph and a few little songs, but Band on the Run was really a great album. I always liked that. It was just a wonderful album. But I think my favorite was probably John with the Imagine stuff and All Things Must Pass. I mean, that George Harrison's that. Hey, Bus Grease Monkey, Tennessee, cold. Yeah, it's cold, isn't it? Got chilly. I think we had a frost warning last night, right? Wreck Little Adam. Yeah, but then I can't show the radio. That's where Crotchy is. Crotchy's on the radio. I have to mount it somewhere I can show the radio. I can mount it on the dash so I look at me and look at front. You don't want to see me or that. You want to see the radio with Crotchy. That's right. Crotchy, did you hear the news? Crotchy is merging with Waze, and they're going to have a channel, and they're going to have a service called Craze. And what it is, it's an online GPS service that what happens is you tell it, you say, I want to go crazy for 3 hours in the car, and I would like to go to like a mountain or a lake or the beach. And then Crotchy will then put together a itinerary for you, and he'll direct you where you're going. Make a left at the next traffic light. And then, you can make it 3 hours, 2 hours. You can make it for a whole day, and he'll just drive you around so you can get out of the house. And you can stay in your car and be, socially distant. You liked the movie Yesterday? I've never seen that. I'd like to see that. Yesterday. Wow. Had to nuke my coffee. Oh, I'm going to need to get some more. I'm almost out of tea here. Must now sleep. All right. Well, good night, Jackie. We got people from all over the world here today. So it's nighttime somewhere. Yeah, craze. So, you're like, okay, now what can I do today? Sit at home all day, or I could maybe go walk in the park, but I just want to get in the car and go somewhere crazy. So go to Craze, and Crotchy will, you just tell Crotchy, you say, no, I'm going to, here's how much gas I got and how much time I want to spend. And maybe you can take me out to a few, I'd like to see this or that. And then he'll make an itinerary for you. And then you just sit and listen, and Crotchy will tell you where to go. I don't know. Somebody ought to do that. People are doing, you need to do that. Get out, just take a drive, and then he'll get you the cheapo gas stations and all that, Bob's Adventure. I'm up early for Dave. Set the alarm for 11 a.m. I heard that, Janice. Somebody's going to be doing drive-in concerts, rocking in your car. I don't know, man. That's weird. Though, with everybody with their, we got my buddy here's got a nice 4K TV with a, the boom box. What is it called? The sound bar and the thumper thing. You can watch a concert and really kind of get into it, Have you gone on any nearby trails, Hidden Hobbies? I've been sticking close to Morganton. I really do want to get up in the mountains, up off the Blue Ridge, and do some cool stuff. I haven't done that yet. It's been really cold and rainy the last week or two, but I do want, once we get into the warmer weather, I'm definitely going to do that. And when I do that, I like to hike with other people too. I don't know. I just enjoy going with a friend. So maybe if come up or something, we can do something. Hey, Someday's here. Crutchy sounds a little like Sylvester. He does, doesn't he? Yeah. Hey, ladies, that's right. Drive-in concert with the Van. Van Morrison, is he still around? Is he dead or alive? I don't know. I'll give you names. Van Morrison, is he still around? We were doing... Yeah, we were, me and a friend were doing that the other day. Dead or alive, G. Gordon Liddy, dead or alive. I think he's still alive. I don't know. Keith Richards. Oh, yeah. Stoner sent the Doxinator some mail. Doxinator got some mail from Stoner. That's really cool. Going to switch over to watch the TV later. All right, Ellen. Thank you for being here. Ellen's made me some hats, apparently, some camo hats she's going to pop in the mail, too. I'm looking forward to that. It's a wonderful day for a moon dance. Cat scratch fever. Roy Orbison is gone. Yeah, no, cat scratch fever. Ted Nugent is still around. How's Ted Nugent? He's been speaking about the viral stuff lately. Michigan and all that stuff's been in the news a lot. He's from Michigan. Has Ted Nugent been in the news lately at all, or is he just kind of hanging out? Yeah, the Blue Ridge Mountain, the Blue Ridge. Yeah, it's really pretty. We can see him from here. You drive on some of the hills here in Morganton, and the mountains are beautiful. I mean, they're just absolutely gorgeous. Hello from Dewey, Arizona. Dave, live but not live. He's still alive at 74. Good for Van. Anyway. Roy Orbison doing cat scratch fever. That would be weird. That would be very weird. Or anybody doing cat scratch fever. What was it? Seether. What was that song? The George Michael song, Careless Whispers. Remember, Da 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 da. I'm never gonna dance again if guilty feet have got no rhythm. I always liked that song and the George Michael version, and then I think a band called Seether did it. Real kind of that was so good. You got to go listen to the Seether version of Careless Whispers. I love it when bands will do that. Take a song and just completely redo it, and take a heavy metal song and turn it into folk. And it just, it blows your mind. It really does. Smell Leonard Skinner, right? You do hear that every now and then. I'll hear like New Order. New Order did the very kind of electronic sound, and then you'll hear a New Order sound being done in like a jazz or something, and it really, Blue Monday or something. Somebody, I think it was my college roommate, sent me a video of Blue Monday being done by an orchestra. Dun, 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 boom, 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 boom. And then hear an orchestra doing that with, bass and drum, trumpets, and it was really cool, really cool. Ode Stoner, Love Suggestions, got shut down midstream last night doing something for Count Yorga, but he appealed and won. Really? I mean, what, did they shut you down because you had music in your video or something? Oh my goodness. YouTube just loves to shut people down, don't they? North Carolina governor says at least 2 weeks for barber salons to, they were they have like 3 phases or 4 phases of the reopening. And phase 1 started yesterday, and that is just mainly stores now can all reopen. We don't have to have essential services. So, and then phase 2 is some limited amount of in restaurant dining, and then nail salons, bowling alleys, where you have to be close to someone else, that they can reopen. Stoner, is return ad good? Want to send you something? Stoner wants to, you want to send, great Doc Snake, let me figure that out. You want to send Stoner something, or Stoner wants to send me something? I can't quite figure you out. Do I like Dream Theater? I don't know. What is Dream Theater? Joy Division. Yeah, I love Joy Division. Yeah. Oh, I've heard some remixes. There was a really good CD that came out years ago, and other bands covered Joy Division. It's really good. Yeah, and we do see albums like that all the time. You should check out my channel. I do some covers. Okay, Janice. Thanks, Teach Betty. Just read the bounce around. The minute I read these, they pop away. I just read that Google employees will be working from home into 2020. I think we're going to see a lot more people working at home permanently now, okay? And businesses are going to say, why are we spending all this money renting all this office space in places like San Francisco and New York City when we could have everybody working at home, and we don't need 8,000 square feet of office space in a big high-rise building. We can cut that back to a quarter of that, and everybody works at home. I think we're going to see a lot. We're going to see a new era coming, and a lot more people are going to be working at home, having home offices, which is not such a bad thing once you get used to it. With high-speed internet, you can have an office in your home, and you don't have to commute. That can be a big plus, Now you might go in once a month or once every week or two and meet with the other people and the staff or something, or have a meeting. But most of the time, that's not a bad idea. How much time, if you live in a city, how much of your day do you spend commuting? An hour in and an hour back. That's not uncommon if you work in Washington. Heavy traffic, and that's 2 hours a day. That's times 20 days a month. That's 400 hours, and boom, it adds up. You're spending months, you're spending literally weeks and months of your life every year just in traffic. I'd be up for that. Dream Theater's a rock band. Okay, no, I've never heard of them. Trey B-Town. I like New Order. Well, Joy Division was, some of the members from Joy Division became New Order, but New Order kind of took the Joy Division heart and really spread it out and did a lot with it. But they were roots, My older has been cutting my hair since she was 9. My older? I don't have to worry about that, right? No barbers for Dave. I can just. Someone sent me artwork a few weeks ago that never made it. Oh, no. Trey, get the Tampa Bucks jersey yet. If you were into progressive rock, you will love Dream Theater. Okay, I'm writing that down. Okay, I got my Dream Theater. Check them out. I may like them. I have shifted to working from home. I love not having to get gas every week. Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, I used to do a regular jobby poo, and it was a commute. It was an hour each. I used to work from Reston to Falls Church, and it took an hour to get to work and more than an hour to get home because the traffic was always worse at night. I hated that. The morning commute wasn't so bad, but the evening commute was horrible. Oh, it was just awful. And most of the year you did it in the dark. Ugh. And you'd be tired. You'd have worked a whole day, and it's 5:30, and now you've got a horrible commute, and it's dark, and it's raining, and it'd be an hour and 15 minutes to get home. No, it was snowing in Pittsburgh. Oh, no. Yeah, but come on, man. It's May. Warm things up a little bit. Ziggy missed the last 5 minutes of Camo Dave's commentary because I'd listening to Seether's Careless Whisper. I love that song. I love that line. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. I love that. Who wrote that? Such a wonderful line. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. I need to go to Grassy. Oh, Grassy. I thought it was Gassy. Grassy Creek Falls. Open land, Sydney. Grassy Creek Falls. All right, I will check that out. I worked at home a few years. They paid my internet. Yeah, I don't know. Noreen, what you're saving, though, a lot of, car expenses and stuff like that. So, I know I've worked at home for, probably since through the 90s. I've been working at home for 25 years, have a home office, and I've enjoyed it. I like it. It opens up your day. You don't have to wait all that time. 4321, Danny. Wow. Can I buy a shout out? Only 5 videos. Wow. Danny Lee Ingram. Thank you so much. Holy cow. Shout out. The Munsters Go Home. That's the movie tonight on Svengoolie. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. 4325. I have people do that. I have my website, and I'll get weird donations like, I don't know. People do that. They'll make a donation of, $16.47. And I'm like, well, thank you. But people like to do that. My sister had a boyfriend once who would always put the tip and make it go to a round number. So, for example, if the bill was like $37.25, he would always, the tip would be $4.75. So it would go to a round number. He'd always tip up to a round number. Shout outs. 4321, Earth Below Us. Remember that song? Major Tom. 4, 3, 2, 1. Earth below us. Oh man. I love all those. I love all that. I love David Bowie, Space Oddity. That's a great song. I miss all that stuff. I miss David Bowie. That was a shock. I wasn't expecting him to pass away. He's one of my favorites. Life on Mars. I love his stuff. He's I'll give you 9 cents cop for a shout out, but I have over 200 videos. Travels with Doodah from with trouble. Oh, well, not a whole, well, whatever. He would round it up so there was the cents were zero. Okay, whatever. So if it was like $10.37, the tip would be 63, something 63. So that it would round up to your $15 even. Hello from the Bronx. How are you doing, Brian? Hey, our pizza parlor reopened. They're back open again. You can't eat there, but you can take out. So I can go back downstairs and get some pizza, which I may just do today because I haven't had their wonderful New York style pizza in about 3 weeks now. So that's good news. Hey, folks, I am going to refill this. I shall be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh my goodness, Travels with Doodah. Thank you again. Travels from Doodah. I wouldn't let you pay in Colombian pesos. Well, I did a double duty. Too much tea. Really? You could hear that, huh? I was the replacement tambourine player for the Village People. No, I've never played it. I never bought a Village People record ever. I mean, it was okay, but did I give it a no? This shirt I got last summer in Athens, Georgia, at the big thrift store there on the Atlanta Highway. Somebody said to me, they said, wear dark colors. It looks better, so. Coffee makes me sleepy, really? I get a sugar crash. If I drink I really enjoy after I do a long hike coming in and getting a nice ice cold Pepsi or Coke or something. But yeah, then you get the sugar crash a little while. About a half an hour later, you're just like, I got to go crash for a while. Well, I needed to shut the door. What do I have against tambourines? Mr. Tambourine Man! Mr. Tambourine Man! So anyway, yeah, let's do some nomad talk. What do we got out there these days? Interesting video from Adam the Woo today, even though he's kind of a nomad, I guess, sometimes. Rick Chan, have you met any of these characters you report about? Yes, I've met Eric. No, I've never met Eric. I want to meet Eric. I've met the Carpetbagger. I've met I met Black Bagate. I've met Adam the Woo. Tracy mentioned me. Yeah, Tracy's going to be heading up this way, she said, sometime soon. So I don't know. Maybe we can meet somewhere in Noreen and we can all get together. Be fun. Tracy, Doxinator, Noreen, and me. Maybe we can meet somewhere around Charlotte or something. I think that would be fun. Maybe they'll have some restaurants open by then. Maybe we could all meet at the Troll Diner. That would be fun. That would be fun. That would be cool. And Doxy could pay. I'm Did you see shouting? Yes, yes. I like Trippin' Tracy a lot. She's very funny. She has a nice sense of humor. Some days here. Wow. Thank you. Did we chat? I chat with a lot of people every day. Refresh my memory. What did we talk about? Camo met many. He talks about, he has great binge videos. Well, thank you. Tracy's hot. Yeah, when she wears her mask. No, I'm kidding. She's a nice person. She was spending a lot of time down in the Savannah area, I think with her son or something, getting her vehicle fixed up, and then she was going to be doing some traveling in it. Yeah, all quiet on the New Year's Day. Oh, you're in Bryce Canyon. Are they letting you camp there? I noticed some of the Utah cops threw Bex out, right? They said, get out of the state, Bex. Crotchy can stay in the car. Yeah, I don't know. What's going on? We have Eric. I don't know. There's rumors that Eric, Nomadic Fanatic, is trying to buy some sort of property with a house on it or something. People are wondering, where is he getting the money? He did a big video the other day about how his YouTube income is way down and how's he getting the money to buy land. And apparently drove to Arkansas. He's been hunkering down with his friend Sean there in the St. Louis area, but he drove down to Arkansas, but didn't like what he saw. Then there was a video, a picture he posted on Instagram, basically saying that, hinting that he was looking at buying some property or something. I don't know. Tears for Beers. Do you consider yourself an e-beggar? Yes. I'm e-beggar and I'm god darn proud of it. Again, as I said, I don't have a problem with people wanting to raise money on YouTube. I don't have a problem with that, but personally, I'm not putting anything behind a paywall. All my stuff is open and free for everybody to watch. If you want to throw some bucks and help me out, I'm very happy with that. But there is no requirement. You can be in my chat. Thank you, Time Chaser. Hey, Time Chaser's made this banner. Got to do a shout out. I love these banners. He made a couple banners for me a couple years ago, and these are wonderful. I don't know what I'd do without them. Thank you, Time Chaser. I would love to post that video. I have that video I shot of Time Chaser and his lovely wife there. They came to meet us at Dockside Margaritas back at the meetup about a year ago in May of last year down with Stormy. And I do have some video of the Dockside of the Time Chaser guy, but I've never posted it, and I never will unless he gives me permission. But it was very nice to meet him and his lovely wife, the Time Chasers. But anyway, yeah, that was weird. I compare this year to last year and all the traveling I did last year. So many, went to Orlando, went to Vegas, went down to Georgia, went to Atlanta, came up here and toured around here. It's a busy year for me. And, this year it's just kind of hunkered down. It's so different this year. And I went to Disney 2 or 3 times, Mental Health Awareness Month. Kindness is great medication for others. That's very true, Bus Grease Monkey. Love the Cape CC. Hi, how are you doing? And I've put a pic of himself holding Jackson in an empty room. Yes, sitting on the floor. That's the one I showed that the other day in my video. Like, did he buy something? When the COVID is over, we will process your order. Let's see. COVID, that's going to be a couple years, huh? Recap. That's right. Did Stormy take her channel down? Did she? I don't know. I haven't checked lately. Oh, no. Living Free's having problems with his generator. Uh-oh. And I just watched Hobotech. Remember Hobotech Tom there? He's the proctologist. He puts on his white coat and he needs this mask now and his gloves, and then he reviews Jackeries. I'm waiting for him to send me a Jackery. Oh, yeah, I mentioned it. Ding, 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 ding. Count how many times he says Jackery. Anyway, no. Hobotech did another video today about his transmission. And he was waylaid, 2 years ago, somewhere in like Wyoming, waiting for a new transmission. And the company came and gave him one. And then the new transmission conked out again. It's only been like a year and a half. I don't know. So he's down there in somewhere. Where is he? Tucson, somewhere in the Tucson area, trying to get another transmission. So good luck with that. All these nomads e-begging on YouTube back in the day was created for videos and free people came on and said, well, they don't need pay. The problem is Computer Chick Productions is that YouTube just makes it easier and easier to make money on YouTube. With super chats, they now have the memberships. There's just, more and more ways people can make money and monetize their stuff, Yes. I've got it right here. Yeah, I have several of these. Yeah, I like this. This is nice. My glass skulls. I got several of the little ones. You stop watching Hobo. I like him. I like Tom. I think he's a nice guy. But yeah, sometimes it's just like he's doing a home shopping channel. We're waiting for Eric to start complaining about home ownership, fishing and picking. Well, maybe that's what his new channel, everybody's trying to figure out what I'm going to do now that I can't travel a lot. So maybe one of the things in his mind is like what Rob is doing, Little House Off Grid. Let's try and let's set up a little house and get it all set up on the land. And, that's not a bad idea. What else is Eric going to do? Really, if he can't go travel where he wants to go, and he wants to keep his channel running, maybe setting up a little house on some land in Arkansas or Missouri or something is the way to go, I'll never e-beg. And I will always tell folks you need money to travel in an emergency fund. YouTube's just a hobby. And YouTube for most people is just a hobby. It is. Or it's a little extra paycheck where you could maybe pay the car insurance or stuff like that. But yeah, for most people, we're not Adam the Woo. We're not sitting there making a livable wage. I'd say very, very few people. Have you seen the Boyd Planet channel yet? Boyd Planet channel. Boyd Planet channel. Check that one out. I like those channels. C.R. Boger, American Supertramp. Yeah, I like watching them. Shh. Yeah, again, I really don't think that Rob would like palling up with anybody else. Rob's is kind of his own man there with the Little House Off Grid. But that would be interesting. I would like to see maybe they do a video together. Yeah, I love the Cape. I would not be at all surprised if Eric buys some land and maybe tries to build a tiny house or something, or buys land that already has something on it and then fixes it up. I would think that would be some good content for him, keep his channel running through the summer. If he can't travel, what's he going to do? Really, seriously, he needs to figure out a way to keep content coming, and that would certainly be a way to do it. Dave is a superstar there at the bottom of YouTube. Elvis, yeah. Poor Elvis. I don't know. I kind of feel sorry for Elvis. I really do. He just doesn't have any content anymore. There's nothing there. Really, other than his crazy personality. Are you more of a couch surfing mooch or an e-beggar? I don't know. I'm living, okay, I got an apartment now, okay? I am now permanently, and this is a permanent residence. I pay rent. For 3 years there, I was what they call couch surfing, although most of the time I was living, I was in bed. I didn't live in my car, but I did drive around and stay with folks, and it was always because they invited me. I have never said, hey, can I come and live with you? Everybody that I lived with said, hey, Dave, would you mind, when I was with Susan and Sandy, I was taking care of the dogs and doing some errands for them. Barb invited me down there. Now, maybe I stayed too long, but I think we had a good time. We had a lot of fun stuff to do, and I got down there in February, and then I went and did some traveling down in Orlando in May. And then in June, we did some traveling up to North Carolina. And then in August, we went to Atlanta. So, we had a fun time, but yeah, 8 months was enough, Tell your viewers, if you want to see what some YouTubers make, at least some guesses. If you're using the Chrome browser, download the Social Blade extension. You go to that little wheel thing in the corner, and then there's extensions or something, and you click on Social Blade, and then it's a free, but you've got to subscribe to it, and then you can, it pops up every time you watch a video. It'll pop up in the corner with their Social Blade numbers, and you can guess. Yeah, I don't know. Some of them are accurate, some aren't. But, maybe see it gives you a dollar figure in there, which is usually a very wide area. It'll be like $20 to $600. They make something like that, I'm very, 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 very happy here with this apartment. I really, 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 really like it. Yes. When I first heard that I was going to be in a room, my friend said, look, we got an apartment. It's really nice. However, the back bedroom, which is the one you're going to have, will have no windows in it. I was like, whoa. But the fact that I put all the lighting in here. It's got a really high ceiling. Look at that ceiling. It's like 18 feet. I got a bunch of fans in here. I like it. I'm enjoying it. If I need sun, I go outside or I go out in the main room there. I am perfectly happy with it. I like it. I think it's really good. And the fact that the closet is so big so that I could get the bed out of here and have some more room. I have nothing but, I'm extraordinarily happy. And we got one of the nicer apartments in the building, to be honest with you. We got a nice view. We're up high. I think we got one of the nicer apartments. So I think we really lucked out. There were some other apartments in here that may be bigger, but they look out on the other side of the building, which is a parking lot. We look out on the side of the building with the downtown. So, I think we got a really, and then other units are lower in the building, so they can't see over the city hall. So they're just looking out at the city hall, Poor Barb. I feel sorry for Barb. I hope she's okay. She's got a really tough job. She's a nurse down there in Athens, Georgia. They've had a lot of V cases there. She's been healthy. She's kept her health and she's taking care of herself, but she's on a lot of stress. And I don't know. I think she's got to make some decisions in her life, whether she wants to continue doing this. She's up there in age. She's a little older than I am. And she's, concerned, you're getting up into your 60s now. You don't, is it good to be in a job where you're around people that have the V all the time? I don't know. Who knows? She may already had it and has immunity to it. Who knows? Dave in the closet after dark. But I worry about Barb a lot, and maybe it's time for her to make a few changes in her life. I don't know. That's right, my cocoon. That's right, my cocoon. There it is, my cocoon. That's right. That's right. Yeah, this is yeah. There it is. There's where all the magic happens. That's right. There's my camo pillow and my camo bed and my camo comforter. How? Oh, wait. Unplug this sucker. Let me plug it back in. I could do that. That's not a bad idea. Or get a poster of a window and stick it up on the wall there. Yeah, draw a window and have like the sun and flowers and birds. That's a great idea for that blank wall on the far side of the bed. I like that. Do you know, what was it? Steaming Bean. Remember Steaming Bean is our good buddy up there in Saskatchewan. He likes to go on cruises. And last summer he went on a cruise out of New York. I guess it was to Bermuda or someplace. And he had an inside cabin, okay? But they had on the wall a big screen that showed what it would look like if you're looking off the ship. So they had a camera somewhere that was showing what would be off the ship at that particular point. And the screen looked like a window. I looked at it and did a double take, like, oh, he's got a big window in his cabin. And he's talking about having an internal cabin with no windows. And that screen looked really nice. Put a big screen up on the wall and then have an outside view, but it looked like he's going down. You can see the New York and Hudson River. It was really a nice look. I don't know. How are 50 million unemployed going to feed the other 150 million family members relying on them? Wake up, wake up. Yeah, we need to get things reopened. There's risks in that, but there's also risks in keeping a lot of people unemployed and not having jobs and not being able to feed their families. I don't know. That's life. You got to walk the middle sometimes, and figure it out. Barb is doing okay. Love the cape. Yes, she's so far in pretty good health. Yeah, I don't know. I had a second I could do that. That is a huge closet. We could put a loft in there. I'd have a second. I could do that in that closet if I had, carpet. I need to get Mark Fun Jones down here. Is Mark out there today? He's got carpentry skills. Get me some build a loft for my closet. That would be that would be cool. Oh, that's right. That's right. The pizza parlor opens in 8 minutes. I got to get down there. That's another thing, Dean. Just put some curtains up, right? So it looks like there's a window there. The boat tilted. Yeah, I've met a few really nice people here on YouTube. I know I have a lot of friends cyber-wise, but it's been really nice. The few friends I've actually made real, true friendships. And Barb is one of them. My dachshund Craig's another one of them. Just really nice people. And, Little Switzerland, that's not far from here. I've seen it on the map. There's Bat Cave I got to go to. There's a place called Bat Cave, North Carolina, and there's a place called Little Switzerland. Right, it's over towards Mount Mitchell there or whatever. Right. Get a bunk bed. Yeah, I actually originally when I was planning the layout of this place, thinking about a bunk bed, but I'm climbing up that bunk bed to go to bed. I don't know if I'm up for that. Yeah, I'm locked in here. That's right. Lock the door. Well, that's the scary thing. Because if this door gets stuck, I'm stuck. How do I get out of here? There's no window to climb out of, right? Hey, Maddie Van Halen. Nice to see you here. Yeah, Maddie was doing some house sitting there in Nashville, and a tree fell on the house. Holy cow, that's scary. And then he had that tornado thing a couple weeks before. Oh my goodness! Nice to see you there. You got to get back to work. Is your job coming back? He was telling how I don't know what his job was, but he's living in the van, and so he needs to get back to work or at least get back to travel or something like that. Bunk bed like a loft. Yeah, I could put the bed up, and then I'd have even more space over there. I don't know. Drunk bed. Yeah. How was Tank? Tank has gotten fatter. Tank has put on quite a bit of weight. His Susan and Sandy are feeding him, I'm sure, a lot from the dinner table, and he's looked like he's put on about 15 pounds. He's getting to be a big Tank. How did Rosie? How Rosie did all the work for who? Oh yeah, for Ebbis. Do I sleep? Yes, I do. I do sleep in there. That's my bed right there. Yeah. I leave the door open. There's a fan in there. There's a fan up there. I get a lot of airflow. I wouldn't sleep in there with the door shut. I mean, but and when there's airflow, now when the power goes out, it's like sleeping in a coffin. When I got my airflow going, I'm good. That's right, Zep. That's right. Eric waxed his vehicle with his Zep. You can get that at Home Depot and Zep products. Zero effort. ZEP Zep Productions. No, I don't know, Brad. I'm just not a big fast food person anymore. I do like Whoppers at Burger King. McDonald's is okay in a pinch, but I don't eat regularly at McDonald's. I really don't. I do like what do they have? An egg bagel sandwich for breakfast. Those are pretty good, but I'm usually not. And I don't like doing drive-through. I don't like sitting in my car, inching around for half an hour to get up to the window and order. Most of the places where I do takeout, I just like to go in and get it and get out. I don't like to sit there. And you see the McDonald's now, there'd be like 20 people in line. I don't want to sit in my car for 20. I don't even like that doing that at the bank. I don't mind even when there's a line inside the bank. You go in, you're standing there. You can, when there's a drive-through line, I hate doing that. Yes, we do have central air conditioning. Yes, we do. You need it here in North Carolina. Now, if we go up in the mountains, I don't know what our elevation is here, a couple hundred feet. Go up in the mountains, yeah, if you go up to a Sugar Mountain up there, which is about an hour away, you don't need AC up there. In fact, where we stayed, Barb and I stayed up there in an Airbnb up there in one of the big buildings. We were on the 8th floor up 5,000 feet. There was no air conditioning. It said you don't need it. It just said there's heat, but no A. Your Zaxby's didn't make it. They closed the Zaxby's. I like Zaxby's. They have some really good salads at Zaxby's. And there is a Zaxby's down the road here. I have not even tried going there ever since the lockdown, but I should try it. They have Kroger's there. The Pizza Hut a live stream. Yeah. No, we don't have Kroger's here, but we have lots of food lines. But they do have the cheap pizzas that are the same thing over at Walmart. They have a Walmart pizza that's the same thing. I think it's made by the same company for like $2 or $3. They have very good pizzas, but they're probably not good for you. You do the fast food. I was at Jersey Mike's the other day, and they were really doing a business. A lot of takeout orders. They had a whole bunch of bags at the front of the store. People were coming by picking them up, and they were busy. They were quite busy. Yeah, you need air conditioning for most of North Carolina. If you're way up in the mountains, up 4,000 or 5,000 feet, you might be able to get away without it. But if you're anywhere else in the state, you need AC here. It gets hot. Well, DC is the same way. Well, even Washington, DC, Philadelphia, the eastern, all up and down the East Coast there. As long as you're low elevation, yeah, you're gonna need AC in the summertime. It gets brutally hot and sticky. No pizza at the Kroger's. Dillon's. Well, Kroger's is a giant chain, and they own Harris Teeter. I think they have Harris Teeters in North Carolina. I don't think they have Kroger's here, but it's all the same company. You go down to Georgia, and it's Kroger. Bars are part of history. I don't know. Again, we've got to be interesting to see how some of these bars reopen. You're going to have to clean your home clean out my closet for a vacation rental. Ooh. Ding, ding, ding. Pizza open. Grocery stores short on meat yet? I don't eat a lot of meat. Okay, I don't. I am not I don't do ground beef. I will do a hamburger, and I get lunch meat and stuff, but I'm not like going out and buying pork roasts and I don't buy that. I just don't. My buddy does get some chicken and stuff, and he says he's never not been able to find what he wanted, but he does find that many times he goes in the store and it's really picked over looking. We do have a big chicken plant here in Morganton. They have one of those chicken processing plants. So I don't know. I think we'll be fine with chicken. I do chicken and turkey. That's pretty much all I eat. I will do ground beef if it's in a burger or something, but I'm not really normally eating steaks and pork and stuff like that. Oh, that's good. You got a butcher shop with independent farmers. That's very good. We don't have a gym at the apartment. Okay, we have a little lobby area with a mail room, but no, we don't have like a common area. We don't really have that here. It just isn't. We don't have that. They should do that. And they're putting, well, that's good, Mark. I think the stores need to put limits on purchases so we don't have. Again, I was at Walmart twice this past week, and TP is gone. They still have no TP, at least the times I was there, which is ridiculous. You think everybody's stocked up now, let the stores stock up. I don't know. It's just weird. They did. We have a little health food store behind us called Food Matters, and they actually had ground elk. I saw that. It was like $11 a pound. I make a burger. I should do that. Microwave Dave, make a burger out of ground elk. I don't know about that. I've eaten buffalo and chicken and pork and pig. I've eaten pig and cow and turkey and chicken and buffalo, but I don't know about it. I don't think I've ever had venison, deer. Never done that. Never eaten a dog. If you go to Asia, I've probably had some dog. Yeah, I don't know. Detroit getting TP, but no meat. You know what? That's not a bad thing. Most Americans should probably cut back their meat consumption. It probably wouldn't hurt. It's all, it's all for the good. Eat less meat. It'd probably do you good. Yeah, again, just go to one store, go to another store. Food Lion. What do we have? We have Aldi. We have an Aldi here. We have Food Lion and Aldi, and Ingles. We have an Ingles, which is not a bad store. And then of course we have Walmart, and I don't think there's a Costco in Morganton or a Target. We don't have a Target. We have to go to Hickory for the Target, which is about 25-minute drive. And we do have a lot of little independent grocery stores like those Mercados. We have about 5 or 6 of those little Spanish Mercados around. I don't go in those very often. Oh yeah, what the greedy will start mixing in the meat. Wegmans, we have some Wegmans up in Northern Virginia. They're too big for my taste. The 2-story one with escalators, and it's just too much. I'm just a guy. I just want to get in and get out. I don't want to be spending my whole day walking around a grocery store. Is not a destination for me. It's just something to get in and get out of, right? I've had lamb. I love lamb. Yes, I love gyros. Gyros, I miss gyros because I don't think we have I haven't found a good gyro place here in Morganton. Anybody know of a good Greek gyro place here in Morganton? Let me know, because I haven't found one. In good old Athens, we had a couple places that had some okay gyros, but the best gyros I've ever had, there's a couple of really good Greek restaurants in the DC area. The Plaka Grill in Vienna, Virginia. Damn good gyros if you're right outside of DC there. But I miss my gyros. I haven't had a good gyro in a long time. Venison, yeah. My dad liked goose. My dad would always order we'd order dinner. I remember in a restaurant, and I'd have like a hamburger, and Dad would order some sort of goose. Like, goose? Ugh. No. Duck. And he liked duck. He had duck and goose a lot. I never got into eating that. Fish, again, I can have some salmon if it's well cooked, but I'm not a big fish person either. A gyro, yeah, I know. I always call them gyros. I always go, 2 euros for this idiot. Yeah, they do it kind of with a gyro. Yeah, the real Greeks, yeah, they have that. It's not gyro. Yeah, I want a gyro. Oh, he wants 3 euros. Whatever. Yeah, it tastes too gamey. The gamey taste. No. Zico's Village. Okay, all right. I'm writing this down. Zika. I never heard of Zico's Village. I will do that. I need a gyro. I am desperately in need of a gyro. Oh, Berkmont. Okay. Berkmont. That's just, yeah, I could probably walk there. 1243 Berkmont. Okay. I will try that. I need a gyro. I really do. I miss my gyros. well, the gyro pronounced like me. Well, I do microwave Dave. Yeah, I don't know. I may do one today. I don't know. I do it when my friend here goes out Saturdays usually hangs out with some of our friends. So mutton. I don't know if I've had mutton. Have I ever had mutton? I may have had mutton once or twice in my life. Mutton stew. I think maybe I have. So yeah, I have to throw sheep in there too. I've never eaten llama. Oh my goodness. We used to, when Reston, I don't know if they still have it or not. Reston's kind of inner suburbs in DC now, but they still do maybe, this pet farm. It was like a farm. It was like a zoo, but they didn't have cages. And they would let the animals running around, and you would be driving through the suburbs, and you'd look over and see a llama just standing by the side of the road behind a fence, or a lion, and you'd like, a lion? It was in the pet farm there. It was weird. Oh, mutton is lamb. Okay. I thought it was sheep. Yeah, I've had mutton stew. I know I've had mutton stew. I like lamb a lot. Lamb is good. Lamb burgers. I've had lamb burgers. Those, and I love it. I love it in gyros. They also make gyros with chicken and stuff, but I really like the lamb ones. You know, they have the skewer thing. Yeah. Mutton. I don't think I've ever had boar. Spirograph. Thank you, Count Yorga. Sent me some Yorkshire tea yesterday, 2 days ago. I was getting low on the PG tips, and I'm going, where? I got to get some more tea. And then, boom, there's a big box of 250 tea bags. Thank you, Count Yorga. Mutton is older sheep. Lamb is baby sheep. Oh my goodness. Mutton is old sheep. Lamb, baby sheep. Oh. Toothpaste. Lamb is baby sheep. Oh, really? Okay, yeah, you're right. That's right. There's lamb and sheep. It's all sheep. Oh, I'm eating sheep. I always thought, it's lamb, but I don't eat sheep. But it's the same thing. It's like venison. Venison is what? A baby cow, right? Right? Venison. No, venison's a deer. What's the baby cow? It's what do they call it? What is the my mom would never eat what is that stuff? A baby cow. Come on. Veal. That's right. I always liked veal. Veal cutlets, veal stuff. And I'd always say, Mom, why don't you ever make veal? And she says, I am not eating a baby cow. Yeah. I like that, though. I had that several times. Breaded veal cutlets with tomato sauce on them. They're very good. And I never knew what it was, And then she said, I am not cooking up and eating baby cow. Yeah. She would never make it. It's like, I think we had it out at the restaurant once, and I was like, that was good. She said, no. We're not eating that. Baby anything, yeah. EWU. EWEU. Cajun food. Yeah, I like Cajun too. I like Vietnamese. I really do. The American version of Vietnamese. Vietnamese is good. Again, they do have, I think there is a Vietnamese restaurant around here, but I miss some of that stuff. Now we're doing food now. Yeah, I gotta get some pizza. All right, folks. What are we at? 140 here. Thank you so much for watching today. It's CamoDAVE Saturday for the 9th of May, 2020. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you. Again, thank you to Danny Lee. Thank you to Squeaky, RV Sales, MJC 427, Melinda Brock Cooking, Gene Jones, Travels from Doodah, and some days here. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. Morrissey's message, Def didn't sync in with Dave. What was Morrissey's message? Did I miss something? Oh, meat is murder. That's right. I don't eat a lot of meat. I don't, but I do, I think it's an important part of your diet, okay? I am not a vegan, but I don't eat a lot of meat. I'm not sitting there cooking a big pork roast every night, no. I know people who are like that, though. Turkey and chicken. That's about 98% of the meat I eat. And then some ground beef with a good. I love a good burger. Yeah, but I have not been doing it. There's, I don't know. There's something about Athens has a whole bunch of cool places to eat. Morganton is just not the same. We just don't have that here. We have, a lot of fast food and stuff, but I haven't really explored a lot of the local restaurants. And then, of course, with the lockdown, it makes it a lot harder to do it. So hopefully this summer, when things start to open up again, I will get, I really would like to go and explore some of the local restaurants here. But yeah. All right. Danny Lee, I did. Danny Lee, Squeaky, MJC, Melinda, Gene Jones, Travels with Doodah, and some days here. Thank you so much. You are what you eat. Would I move back to Athens? Yes. I love Athens. I really, really did love Athens. I think, honestly, the ideal thing, if they could take this apartment building and move it to Athens, and I could have this apartment in Athens, that would be yes, I would say that would be golden. Here's how I tell Athens and Morganton apart. Athens is like a little big city, and Morganton is like a big little town. Yeah. Athens is like a little big city, and Morganton is like a little big town. This is more of a town, okay? But it's a big town. It's like a county seat. We got courts and everything here. It's a big town. But Athens is like a city, but it's small. You know what I'm saying? It's like a big city. They have museums, and they have a lot of restaurants, and there's a lot of culture there. And it feels there's a big university there, so there's a lot of different things going on there. It feels like you're in a city, but it's small, and you can get around you get all over Athens anywhere in 20 minutes. But here you're in a town, and it's big. So that's how I differentiate the two. If I had to say pick one or the other, where would you want to live? There's advantages to Morganton because I am close to so much good hiking here. The climate here is quite a bit cooler than Athens, which is nice in the summertime. We're so close to some wonderful parks, and the mountains here. We're just literally half an hour away from being way up in the mountains. So the location here is great. I mean, you're halfway between Charlotte and Nashville, which are two wonderful places. You're right near the mountains, and the town is nice, but it isn't a big place like Athens is. And the radio here is worse than Athens, except for WNCW 88.7. The radio here is really awful. But I love this apartment building. I just love it. So anyway, but Athens is only 3 hours away, so I definitely want to get down there. Once we get moving again, I'm going to do that. And I love Atlanta. I love it. Atlanta is a wonderful town. I have not explored Charlotte too much, again, because of the lockdown. But that's right. You can always go to my PayPal. Camo. Don't get drunk and eat in a Vietnamese restraint attached to the side of an army base. Oh, no. Mountain oysters. Did I eat rattlesnake? No, I've never eaten rattlesnake. I don't think I'm ever going to eat snake. I've eaten some squid. I've eaten squid before, kohlrabi or whatever it's called. I've eaten some squid stuff. Yeah, I've done that. Pigeons. Withhold the pigeons methadone and watch them go through cold squab. I've never eaten squab. No, I'm not eating a pigeon. D-Dub, hey, is D-Dub? Oh, there he is. D-Dub's always shows up right when I'm finishing up. He's always there right at the very end. Well, anyway, Rosie's on her way. Rosie's heading your way, D-Dub, there in Vegas. So you and Rosie can drive around those vacant streets and enjoy yourselves, right? Everything tastes like chicken, yeah. You'll love it. It tastes just like chicken. Then why don't we just have chicken? Hey, all right, folks, I'm going too long here. Thank you all so much for being here. I do appreciate it. I will probably be back at 7 p.m. tonight. We'll do a live 1 hour show at 7 p.m. Pre-Svengoolie, watch the Munsters movie, all right, on MeTV. But anyway, thank you. Yes, shout out D-Dub. Thank you, D-Dub, for being here. I appreciate it. We were back in Vegas last year. We did the meetup there with Stormy, and D-Dub was there wearing his camo pants. I remember. Yeah. Did I see my video last night? Vegas is open. No, I didn't see your video last night, D-Dub. The casinos aren't open yet, are they? I know some of the restaurants are reopening. All right. It's going to be a while, though, before people feel comfortable going there, I think. I don't know. Even if these places reopen, are people really willing to go hang out in crowds again? I don't know. Then you're going to wonder every night, you're going to go, am I getting it? I don't know. Oh, yeah. That's right, D-Dub. Happy birthday. I remember somebody told me the birthday was May the 9th. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, D-Dub. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now? You're which side of 40 are you on? 40. It's like a lot of the nomads are like, what? Just this side or that side of 40, right? Everybody's right at the 40. So which side of 40 are you on? D-Dub. No casinos or pools. Yeah. I would think a pool would be good. the chlorine would probably kill the V, right? I don't know. Anchovies. I do like anchovies in a small amount. Okay, I don't want a lot of anchovies, but a small amount of anchovies is good. All right, Frankie, I'll give you a call later. Nice to see you here. Happy birthday, D-Dub. And yeah, wow. Ty Dave. And happy birthday, Dean, May 16th. All right, we got a lot of May birthdays here. That's right. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Did round 2 get scrubbed from this fall? I don't know. All right, Frank. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. You all have a really nice rest of your Saturday. Nice weather here in Morganton. Going to go out do a little bit of hiking this afternoon. First, I'm going to go get my pizza. And you all take care, and I will talk to you later. Maybe 7 o'clock tonight, Eastern time, which is 4 o'clock. We'll do a little happy hour, 4 o'clock on the West Coast, little happy hour pre-Svengoolie, and that'll be it for SaturDAVE. And then you'll have to wait till next Saturday to see me again. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Thank you to Noreen and to Roland and to Doxy, my lovely Doxinator, and all of the wonderful moderators. Thank you so much. And we are Barb's in our hearts today. Hope you're doing okay, working at the hospital on the front line. And we'll chat with you all later. See you later on. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Blog. Under.